A double save? A double save. This was a double? Okay, we have got to talk about this episode, honey. Big drag energy indeed. Episode 4 of RuPaul's Drag Race UK Season 3. Artemis, cue my theme. Listen. Yeah! Yes, God! Oh. Get that out of there. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Matty Rants. Thank you so much for tuning into the channel. Do me a favor and hit that like button, share, and subscribe and become a part of my Rant Pack family. Thanks for tuning in. As you know, this week is going to be crazy because everything's dropping. Today, Drag Race UK came out. You're going to see this review Friday because I'm going to have to take some time to edit all this shit, including my reaction that's for the Patreon subscribers. And then also, Canada's Drag Race came out today as well. Why would they drop this the same day? That made no sense. So Canada, I'm going to be posting on Saturday. Stay tuned for Saturday, like early afternoon-ish. I'm going to have it posted. Friday is going to be Drag Race UK. Give me a second here. I'm trying to get acclimated into all of this. Plus, Dragula starts Tuesday. And you know, We're Here is on Monday. So we have 4 shows that I'm covering on this channel as well as on Patreon. There you go. If you'd like to find me on other pages, hit that link tree down below. Grab a branch, eat some fruit. Find your way through social media where it's at MattyRants, except for Twitter, which is at the MattyRants. I got podcasts on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays on the Stereo app, and I am partnered with the Airtime app for Drag Race Trivia on Thursdays, and on Tuesdays, Drag Race Everything. So thanks for tuning in, everyone. Done talking about everything else, let's get into Drag Race. Veronica may be gone, but she's certainly close by in a Bailey's commercial with Miss Tia Coffee, if I might add. But Veronica was eliminated from the competition. Vanity and Milan stayed, and the queens were sort of cool with it. Some of them felt like it was strange. Like, oh, Veronica leaving so soon. She was a threat, this, that, and the other. Da. Well, you all asked for help. So yes, she was very helpful and nice. And that's why her ass went home, unfortunately. Scarlett was even shocked because, you know, she feels a little guilty since Veronica helped her with her outfit. And here's me. Okay, then, Katie Heron. Since you want to be mean girls about it, why don't you break off some of that badge and send it to Veronica? I see the girls are starting to get a little shady. I was low-key gagged. Next day, Scarlet Harlot has gone to sleep with a heavy shoulder and has awoken a beast. Because Mama came up in there talking about, River, what are you? What, bitch? Your first outfit was shit. The last outfit was everything. Scarlett was bothering me this episode. This later happened again when, of course, they were picking teams. She made some sort of joke to Teresa. And then once they were actually listening to the song, they were making fun of the other group. It was weird, y'all. I don't know what Scarlett was going through. So what happened later, I wasn't too mad about. But we'll continue. RuPaul pops on the screen to give the girls a riddle in reference to the girl group challenge we already know that they're going to be facing since we saw the trailer for this week. And RuPaul walks into the workroom presenting their maxi challenge, girl groups, singing the song Big Dick Energy. I mean, big drag energy. It was a play on what I first said, DC. There are going to be 2 versions of this song that the queens have to sing. One is an up-tempo version with very top energy. Top energy. The second song is going to be a slowed down version, more mid-tempo, and it's supposed to give power bottom ballad. Power bottom ballad. Scarlett being the winner of last week and Vanity being the survivor of the lip sync are going to be team captain. Scarlett chooses Kitty Scott Claus, Charity Case, and Crystal Versace. When she picked Crystal, she said we have to have the pretty one in the group. Poor Teresa, because she was last picked. Now, Vanity's group consisted of Ella Vidae, River Medway, and like I said, Teresa May, who was picked last, but of course, I think Vanity was going to pick her anyways. Teresa May, by the way, you're awesome. I love their confessionals. Teresa's like just everything this season. Her and Kitty Scott Claus have been giving me so much life, and River this episode especially. Because Scarlett won last week's episode, she gets the opportunity to pick who gets what song, which I don't think is a fair advantage, because it's like, of course she's gonna pick this version of it. Like, what's gonna happen? Oh, I actually like the ballad. The up-tempo's gonna always sell you first. Just saying. Now, I hear arguments in the comment section, but I'm like, for me, that's gonna be my sellable moment. I'm like, I want the up-tempo because I want to dance. Scarlett gives Vanity's team the mid-tempo song and they take the up-tempo one. They go and separate into the different groups. Scarlett has a laugh at listening to the mid-tempo one. They're gonna have such a challenge. This one will be easy for us. Oh, no sweat, no sweat. Honestly, the only person that was really doing work on that group was Kitty Scott Claus. Just so we're clear. Because the rest of them. You know what? I'll give Crystal some time too, even though her lyrics were like, what? Now, one part that I thought was really cute about this was that they had the group Steps join the queens in the workroom. Well, 4 out of 5 of them were there to assist with the vocals and the choreography. The funniest part of this was Kitty Scott Claus as each member was walking into the workroom. It's like her and River. River's like a more of a, oh my God. But no, Kitty was losing her shit. First, she heard her idol, who helped her idol, who she bases her drag off of, Baby Spice, is going to be on the judges panel. And then Steps comes through. On to vocals. So, Kitty was great. Crystal, it was interesting. Charity, it was like, what is happening here as a girl group and how is this going to fit in with everything else? And then Scarlett, I wasn't too sure about. I honestly, it was like, okay, what's going on? It seemed to be just fine. Everything seemed to be okay, but we'll get to the performance. But the up-tempo group made me nervous. Made me a little nervous. On to Vanity's group with Ella, River, and Choriza. Okay, Ella had a really rough time with the vocals because I don't know what was happening. I felt the Jantasy. I felt the Elodie. Oh, sorry. Edit gave us, they got the right take, so we're gonna be fine. But when Ella said she was a singer and H was like, oh, well, the proof is in the pudding. I was like, why you shake that baby up? They got to Vanity, they didn't actually give us any of her lyrics except for one line that they asked her to speak, and that was fine. River started talking about the mama. Y'all already know my 10-year anniversary of me losing my mother is coming up in a couple of days, and like this episode, ooh, the emotions got to me. Once they got River into then, singing about their mother, and H started talking about how important this is, I was just like, oh my God, like this is too much. So I thought it was lovely too that River had this moment with Steps. Person who's a fan of someone's music, then that artist is in front of you, and now you're able to speak to them or they're working with you. It's a surreal moment. So I know they were all like living that day. And then Choriza was rapping in Spanish. I was sold. Done, 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 done. I think that group's gonna be fine. Now on to choreography. The other half of Steps, still missing one, was there to simply just watch and give advice, but not actually give them choreography, so that was strange. So when the queens walked in, like, what are we gonna do? And they're like, okay, do. It was a little off. Now, no one wanted to take lead for the first group, but Kitty's like, okay, I'm in a girl group. I'd be the best one at this. Charity was putting in points that didn't need to be involved while they're trying to figure this out. Since you're working with Scarlett, they don't know how to dance clearly, and we'll see in that lip sync. And Crystal over here can dance, but choreography is different. You see? They can do a little motion, but when it comes to choreography, the 1, 2, 3s, it's a little different story. Kitty had a lot of work to do, and all we saw was them walking and pointing. Vanity's group with the mid-tempo number, this is difficult because it's, okay, how are we going to put this into motion? How is this going to look when the song isn't really that up-tempo? And when you can do a boom cat. They figured it out slowly, but what happened was no one wanted to take the lead, but everyone suggested something that was valuable to what they needed to present. Okay, we've got something going on here, people. And I think Vanity took the majority lead, though. Like, no one wanted to take it, but Vanity was doing more of the, I'm gonna say this movement. Is that cool? Okay, what about this? And we can just, that's fire. And then other girls would, how about, and they all were inputting. I thought it was really good. And for what it's worth, for the final product, it was just fine. Let's move into the workroom for just a second here and then talk about the performances and get to the runway. In the workroom, I know everyone was getting ready for the girl group performances and everyone sort of going over, rehearsed, we feel it, we'll be just fine. We've got all black, we have silver, you have blue. Because Charity Case had blue and everybody else had silver. I don't know how they thought that was gonna work. We'll continue. River and Ella had a special moment. Thank you, Ella, for being shirtless. But River, that moment, my darling. Matt is gonna try not to cry. He did it in the We're Here review, so let's get through this. River has talked about losing her mother to COVID from the beginning of the show, and we understand that from River, but it touched home even more this episode when I got to see River finally release those emotions. Like when they initially were talking about with Vanity, it seemed in passing, but also I could tell there was a welling of feelings there, right? As a viewer. River discussed wanting to do this and that at first they couldn't move after their mom died and they were completely just shut down. And when they got the call from Drag Race, thinking about going on the show to then not only be on the show to possibly win, but to let the world know about their mother, I was gone. It still hurts often because she was my biggest cheerleader. And I love my mom. I've always loved my mother. And she helped me be the person who I am now. And I still want to make her proud even with her in heaven, just like River was talking about. And so I'm really trying hard to get through this without bursting into tears. But I felt all of that. I felt that story. I related completely. River, you have my heart. I have found you to be extremely adorable. These past couple of episodes, you have such a light inside of you that I'm starting to see throughout the episode. That was a great moment in the workroom. If you catch my review on Patreon, I was boo-hooing. Let's get on with the performances, talk about RuPaul and this runway, and get on with the episode. The performances themselves for BDE, Big Drag Energy. Let's start with the pop group that was the Up-Tempo Tops. Top Energy. Like I said before, and I'll say it again, it was Kitty's Got Claws carrying that group all the way down. Kitty was killing it. Love the lyrics, love the energy. You knew Mama's done this before. Professional down. I love that she was living for her fantasy. She got to perform in front of her idol, so that was awesome. Go on, Kitty's Got Claws. Crystal Versace did her job. The bodysuit was everything. It really was. I've seen it, but it was still nice. It was everything. I didn't care for the lyrics that much, but I did love the dancing bit, and I enjoyed the split. I thought she did her job. Now, the two who clearly were in the bottom on this group, Charity Case and Scarlet Harlot. Now, Charity, this outfit made no sense with this group whatsoever. Nope. And then you had this Sharon Needles, hate to say Sharon, but that's what it was. The ooky spooky makeup with this outfit looks it just looks strange. I didn't get it. I really did. No. It was a chop for me. Then Scarlet Harlot forgot their own lyrics on stage. Just went blank, looking up in the air, trying to figure it out. All fuck. Did it several times. By the end of the performance, head down. Oh shit, I done fucked up. Damn, girl. Damn. See, you started off real strong this episode. You talked so much shit. I'm being, but come on now. She was a little cocky this episode. She started off a little mean. River, what are you going to do not to be safe? Well, girl, we've seen it. You better step it up. Bitch, look what happened. You have got to remain humble at all times. Be proud of yourself, but remain humble at all times. Because at any time, ha-cha! The girls who thought they were going to do the best did not. And it was definitely hard to watch at certain points. Chop. Forgot to talk about the name of these groups. Like, look at me. The Slice Girls, the Slice Girls did not do well. No, they did not. On to Pick a Mix. Like Little Mix, like Pick a Mix. Interesting name. I said, all right, we gonna keep it up. They said, because we have so many things going on in here. I'd have chosen something different than Pick a Mix. I don't know why that sound wrong. It just sound wrong. Maybe because of how I say it. Pick a Mix. That's the name of the group. Pick a Mix. That I don't like that name. That name just sound. But they did really good. All of them did. Everybody in that group did good. Ella Day, they made you look like a struggle during rehearsals. You were just fine during the performance. And I was here for it. Vanity Milan, your voice was really low, but performance-wise, entertained. Like the lyrics, Mama was cutting up. You held that throughout the entire performance. All of you did. Okay, moving on. We got River up in here. River killed. I was like, oh, bitch, okay. Raise your hands to my mom in the sky and heaven above. I was like, okay, yes. This team is giving me something. And Teresa was like the best ender. Like, honestly. Teresa had great lyrics. In that camera, then Mama did her Spanish rap. It was on. I was here for this group. Puss puss. Go on ahead, pick a mix. You did it. You did it. RuPaul is giving you her best Spice Girls look. Yes. I don't want to hate this just because this is so on theme for the episode. So it's kind of like, I find it difficult to be critical. But if I was, it's cute. Stops there. It's cute. The hair is big. The dress is giving me baby. The shoes. I said, okay. This I understand for the episode. Not too mad about it. It's a cute look. Michelle looked good. Alan was particularly funny today. Mr. Alan Carr. I was crying laughing in my reaction. I thought he was funny. And God bless her, Baby Spice and Bud. I love you so much. I love you so much. I'm not as big a fan as Kitty, but I grew up on the Spice Girls. I made my mom buy that album Spice for me when I was younger. Okay, back in the day before Walmart was doing the thing with the CDs. Okay, but way then. I had that album. I had Spice World. I had Forever. I'm a big Spice Girls fan, so this was an exciting episode for me too. I love her, so I was gagged. Category is 9 of 1,000 Spice Girls. Spice Girls. Let's go. First up is Crystal Versace is Baby Spice. This is so puss puss. Crystal, let me tell you, okay, girl, because you know I can be critical. I can be that guy. We've talked about a couple of things here and there. You gave me Dorit energy and vibe with this look. I think the pigtails were right. Everything about this look was everything. It was everything. The makeup. I like this. Yeah, I have to give Crystal Versace her toots on this one. This was pussy. Go ahead, girl. Charity Case is next as Charity Case is next as Charity Case is next as a Hanna-Barbera character. Because this is not Scary Spice. And I understand the leopard and animal print, all of that going on with this concoction. Even the heels with no heel in the back. Okay, I see you, sister. But, nope, that's not Scary Spice. That ain't Mel B. But it's fabulous. It's interesting. It's cool. Like, this is very cool. I get the interpretation. I agree with Michelle on this one. I was like, this is not Mel B. Next up is Kitty Scott Claus as, of course, Baby Spice wearing a concert look that Baby had wore, I think performing 2 Become One. It was like a special outfit that she loved, but Kitty wore it. It's actually a really good look. I like this for Kitty. We've seen this kind of look on her before, like the ABBA style, kind of, sort of. But it works for the challenge. She's Baby Spice. And I lived that Kitty was living her full fantasy and got to talk to her. I thought that was amazing. That was cool. Next up is Scarlet Harlot as Scary Spice. I was like, why did she choose Scary? Not a single soul was Posh. Not a single soul chose Posh on the stage. I was so confused. She wanted to be Scary Spice for some reason, and she failed. So that's all I have for you, Scarlett. Chop. Ella Day is next, and she chose Sporty Spice. This is how it's done. I was here for this, and the arms, too. Ella gave Sporty Spice. The whole look in general. You know how the Adidas track pants used to have the snap-aways? How that looked like with this outfit? That's Sporty Spice. That's the category. Plus, I live. River Medway is next as Ginger Spice. Waist up, absolutely. Waist down, chippity choppity choop. Chop, chop. I hate those shorts. Even if Ginger wore them. Chop. It's terrible. No. But everything else with River was fabulous. I thought her makeup was good, the wig was good. I was fine with everything else. But them shorts. Jesus. Vanity Milan is vanity. Vanity. This makeup. Vanity. Oh, it must be the lighting. It must be the lighting. It's gray. I got the video up, so I'm looking at this in real time. Vanity, no baby. Scary Spice, okay, got it. I can see it, but that makeup was woo. I think the outfit it's all right, but I know somebody from a previous season of Drag Race UK would have wore this outfit down or already did low key, and y'all know who I'm talking about. Comment section, go in. But like that, oof, it's a oof for the makeup. Everything else is okay, but this is the oof right here. Theresa May is last and certainly not least, giving you Ginger Spice and a Union Jack number. This gave me Ginger Spice. I actually do like this look. I love the fact with the fabric and how she was walking in it. I'm okay with it. I wasn't fully blown away by the look, but this was Ginger, so I have to give it some love and some coots and credit here. So go on, Theresa May. Back to the runway to find out who won this episode. No shock here. Vandy's group won. That means Vanity, Ella Vidae, River Medway, and Theresa May. All four of them have badges now. I guess they should be taken seriously. That leaves Scarlett's group in the bottom. Bottom two, Charity K. Scarlett. Duh. I'm just gonna be real with you. It was a breakdown moment that happened with Scarlett Harlot on the runway, and they told her to pick her head up. Come on now, sis. Like, this is the game. And, you know, she was definitely down on herself. But again, girl, you start off this episode real cocky. And so this was a reality check that I was here for. We talked before, Kitty's got claws moment with Baby Spice, everything. Kitty, that made me love you more because I saw how really excited you were for this person, so it was amazing. Untucked was longer than usual, I think. A few girls had some opinions that they needed to say, and a couple, you know, kept it cute because they already knew what was up. But you could definitely feel the other group was not happy they were in the bottom, and Scarlett was, of course, taking it the hardest. And in Charity Case, knowing that they loved their drag, but also being like, girl, I mean, this is what I do. This is me. I don't know what else they want. But of course, we all can see the look as art, but this is not. This is not Scary Spice, right? No, it's not. Once judging ends, and of course the queens are back onto the runway, we find out, like I said before, and I'll say it again, it was Charity Case and Scarlett Harlot in the bottom, lip syncing to my favorite, absolute favorite Spice Girl song ever, period. And I love a lot of Spice Girl songs, but Who Do You Think You Are is one of the best ones they've ever done. So you can dance down to that song, okay? It's a bop. It's a bop. Now, this lip sync, though, I'm going to be honest with you. You may not agree with me. A double save? I saw two different performances. One person who kind of can do a little scoot and boogie, and the other one who doesn't really dance, but gives a show. Because Charity was doing something. I don't know what it was. It was interesting. Very Saturday morning cartoon to the song, and I was entertained. But then I look over at Scarlett Harlot, who's doing a couple of these, couple of walk, points and turns, and who wiped her face off. I'm going to wipe the cat with my makeup. Okay. Throws it, walks again. I'll be real with you. I wanted more for the song because this is one of my favorite Spice Girl songs. If you love this performance and thought this is a deserving double Shantae You Stay, I'm with you. But I'm also in my mind going, no, because I wanted dancing. I wanted a little cutting up. A little more dancing. There we go. A little more dancing, or I guess, I don't know, but I felt in my heart, I thought Charity beat Scarlett. I may be wrong, but I thought Charity beat Scarlett. I was more entertained by the kookiness. The rest is, your head may be like she was playing with the lyrics a little bit at certain times. It's also interesting because they gave Love My Sissy so much trouble for her prosthetic on her face and not being able to see the lyrics, even though we could see her lip sync just fine. We don't have the same conversation with Charity. Even with that whole little, even with all this on her mouth, we saw everything just fine. I didn't agree with how they performed the song, but I did like Charity's kookiness and Scarlett, even though I was like, okay, girl, pick it up. I thought personally, I was entertained by the two of them. They were given a double Shantae. To be honest, girl, Victoria going home for her injury gave them the opportunity to do a double save. This is what I'm thinking. It's supposed to be a positive episode. Let's not send anyone home. We already had Miss Mama with a knee injury leave. Let's just leave it there and then just see if this helps them step their pussy up. Because that's what this felt like to me. Oh, Victoria went home. We have an open slot. We don't need to bring nobody back. Just have a double save. Don't worry about it. Because it just didn't feel like that to me. However, I was still entertained. Thought this was a decent episode. I was happy to see Baby Spice there, and I know a lot of you were happy to see Steps. 4 out of 5. I think that's 5 of them, right? I think so. I hope so. Anywho, tell me what you thought of this week's episode of RuPaul's Drag Race UK Season 3. Big drag energy. In the comment section down below, don't forget to hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Also remember, I have several videos coming out this week. Whew. Canada's Drag Race, the panel, Dragula, we're here, all of that, okay? Thanks again for tuning in. Hugs and kisses, my best love and wishes to you. It's your boy, Matty Rants. I'll see you Friday for this video, Saturday for Canada, Sunday for the panel. And it's about to be just a lot of videos. All right, bye, y'all.